Welcome back to Tabletop Thoughts. Today we're going to be painting an angry ball of eyes from Fat Dragon Games. I really like this model. I have probably painted about a dozen of these so far. Here is one that I painted a couple of years ago that I use as a mascot for my Etsy store. We start with a primed and highlighted model. We are going to be using a blue India ink to do the coloring of the skin. I just put a few drops of that into my fidget popper, which is a great item to have if you are a miniature painter. And we are just going to apply this India ink over all of the skin. We are taking caution not to get it over any of the eyes. I really like this model. There is a lot of detail to it. You can see there's different folds in the skin and little creases around like the eyes and the mouth. So a lot of detail that we're going to be able to pull out of this model. This model was printed on my Ender 3 FDM printer. After it was printed, we glued it to the stand. We gave it a quick black prime and then a slap chop highlight with a light gray paint. Next, we are going to paint the whites of the eye, but instead of using actual white, I'm going to use this ivory color. It looks a little better. Pure white is just a little too bright to be for my liking. Now that we've finished the main eye, we will take the same ivory color and we will use it to fill in the rest of the eyes on this angry ball of eyes. Don't forget about that pair of eyes on the back of the model. Now that the eyes are complete, I'm going to take this MacLeod blue from Citadel Air and I am going to use it to paint the tongue of the creature. Here we are getting to the end of that, and he doesn't look too bad so far. Next, we are going to use this ice blue from Master Series Paint, and we are going to paint the lips of this model. We want to be careful and take our time as we go around because we do not want to get this blue paint on top of the skin that we've already painted. It'll just be a mess that we're going to have to fight with later, so it's just best to avoid it if possible. At this point, I made a major mistake. I went ahead and forgot to turn the camera back on when I was painting the colors for the eyeballs. So here's our model with his eyes painted. Here is the color that I used for that. Now we are going to move ahead now and do the teeth of the model using this pallid bone from Army Painter Speed Paint. To do the blacks of the eye, I will use this small tip black marker from Art Skills, and I will use it just to draw the vertical line, kind of making a cat eye on all of the eyeballs. Let's not forget about the eyeballs in the back. Those will need eye slits too. Alright, now we're going to use this black acrylic paint, and we are going to widen the slot in the main eye just to make it a little, I don't know, wider in the middle, so it'll be pointy on the ends, wider in the middle. Give it a more natural eyeball look. Now we're going to go back to that original ivory color that we were using, and we are going to take a small brush and we are going to dry brush the ivory onto the tusk and the teeth to highlight them and bring them back up to a more natural bone color. And here is the finished model. The only thing extra that I did was to take him outside and give him a quick matte clear coat. If you would like additional content, please head over to my website, tabletop-thoughts.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep on gaming.